Several understand this language. My name's Manfred. You don't even know how lucky it is that you've come along, Pilgrim.
Let's find out.
I have made contact with one of China's satellites, which are still in orbit. Huh, yes. I know that look. You're excited too.
Wow, how did you do that?
I constructed a device that boosts the range of the radio tower's receiver, so that it can receive signals beamed from the satellites. I was able to send a message and someone answered me. I mean, the reply was garbled and I didn't understand anything, of course, but do you realize what this means? There are others with electricity, technology. They can help us, or we can help them. Only, I was preparing a response to the last message when I was attacked by infected. Head down south on Lower Dam Promenade. You'll see there are 2 buildings connected by an overhead walkway. You need to clear the roof of the one on the south. There's a radio tower on it. Please, I've been working on this for years.
I gotcha. Just let me think about it.
Thank you. As soon as you get rid of them, radio me and I'll come join you.
Manfred, the coast is clear. You can come back now.
Great. But first, there's a switch at the bottom of the antenna. Turn it on and I'll be right there.
You got it.
Now go up the tower and activate the devices I installed. Fire up the connection. I'll be right there. We'll go down in history in a moment, Pilgrim. I don't understand Chinese, though. And you've seen a little of the world, so maybe...
I don't know Chinese. I've only been wandering around Europe.
Okay. We must make ourselves understood somehow.
Gotcha.
Let's avoid colloquial phrases such as gotcha. I'll be there in a moment.
Okay, it's on. I'm calling from Villador. in Europe. Until now, we thought that we were the last surviving city in the world. We have some medicine and supplies. What's it like there in Asia? Over. Can anyone hear me? Over.
Can anybody hear us? Over. We're losing the signal, Aiden. We have to hurry.
Villador here. Pick up.
Losing them. Europe to Asia.
Europe to Asia! Europe to Asia!
It worked. Aiden, you hear that?
What the fuck, Aiden? What crazy shit you up to now?
I know that voice.
This is Jack. How the hell did you hack into an encrypted channel?
The PK commander? I'm dead. I am so dead.
I don't know how you did it, but...
Jack, Sky here. Manfred? He thought he was hacking an old Chinese satellite.
Is that so? I could use a man with his skills. Tell this Manfred to come see me at the ship.
What? Me? Thank you.
And no more hacking. Unless it's on my orders.
Well, Manfred, looks like you got yourself a new job.
Yes, and I'll have access to better equipment with the PK2. I'll be able to contact Asia now for sure. Thank you. Help yourself to the valuables I've stored under the tower.
I'm looking for the Guildmaster. Driscoll, I was told.
Well, that'd be me. And who are you? It's not often I see an unfamiliar face. Not from around here, I gather.
No, and I'm looking for work.
Sorry, pal, but this is a special organization. You can't just waltz in off the street and get a job here.
I'm not waltzing. I don't even dance.
You think a smart mouth like that's gonna help you get work?
Sorry, I'm just new to everything. I just need to get to know the city, and from what I heard, this seemed to be the best way to do it. And to make an honest wage. And I was a pilgrim, if that helps.
A pilgrim, you say? Well, I've heard about your kind. It's hardly a recommendation.
Look, you said you were a special group. What's so special about the Carriers Guild?
We work for the people, not just for cash on the barrelhead. Carriers deliver packages and letters all over the city.
I did a lot of that as a pilgrim. It's a valuable service.
It's priceless. And not just because of the fees we collect, you merc. Packages and letters are information. Information is the lifeblood of a society. It's also the connective tissue. Brings people together. And it can tear them apart.
Yeah, I definitely get that.
Ah, like hell you do. Pilgrims are just pure play. You don't have any higher purpose. But carriers, the carriers are the trusted stewards of this system of information and connection. In our way, we safeguard society, protect and defend information. We keep people connected to one another.
I see what you mean. It sounds like a huge responsibility.
Damn right it is. Which is why not every Tom, Dick, Harry, or shady pilgrim is cut out to be a carrier.
Please, I just want to help. Is there anything I can do?
Yeah, you can just bugger off. Have yourself a wonderful day.
Hey, are you sure you don't need me? Looks like you're running low on carriers.
Aye, things have gotten more dangerous than usual lately. Maybe I'm trying to do you a favour by not bringing you in at this particular juncture.
I'm a pilgrim. I know danger. Outside the walls, danger.
Oh, do you now? I tell you what, how about I give you a little test, and we see how that goes?
Works for me. Test away.
Okay, hotshot. Let's see what you're made of. First, you need to make your way to the top of a building nearby and bring back a package that was left by one of ours. Should be lying somewhere by a tent.
Is that all? Don't go anywhere. Got it. That was easy.
That was quick. Not bad.
That was a test? I barely broke a sweat.
Hey, don't get cocky, hotshot. That was just a primer. As you'd guess, delivering messages will take you through areas swarming with infected. And sometimes at night. For this test, you'll need to pick up 5 letters that were dropped in a dark zone when the previous carrier was being chased by the infected. You'll need real skills just to survive, let alone succeed. Piece of cake for a pilgrim, though, right?
Yep. This sounds more my speed. I see you soon.
Not bad, hotshot. Not bad.
That hardly qualified as a test.
Ha! This last one, mate. You come face to face with customers. This is what the job is about. Connecting people through the letters they send and receive. Reconnecting our fractured society, so to speak. This is where you prove your true worth.
I can handle it. Believe it or not, I'm sort of a people person.
Oh, you could have fooled me. But I have to admit you're not a fragile type. I'm starting to see some potential. Pull this off,
And I might consider letting you take the carrier's oath after all. I just better not get any complaints from the clients.
You won't. I promise.
Have I got some merch for you? After this, you won't shop nowhere else. That's some good shit right there. Hope you enjoyed your visit.
Gonna enjoy doing business with ya. Looking forward to our next rodeo. Ready, Kate? Annie?
Carrier here. Here's a message.
Thank you. Well, it's about time.
Pardon?
It's from my boyfriend. He's finally leaving his wife.
Ah, congratulations.
My wife and I separated months ago. She was very understanding. I'm just glad Len finally got the courage to be honest to his wife. Now, we can get on with our lives.
Whenever Matt wants to
I don't have to be stronger than expected, just faster. That's why I tried to run over yesterday. I ran for over an hour. You're wasting your
You
time
got
with that.
balls, man.
For winter.
Let's see if we can make a deal here.
push yourself too hard. I need you alive to bring back those samples. Watch yourself out there, you hear? Back again, huh?
But we already
Knew I could count on you.
For winter. We'll be fine. In the meantime,
Until today, I thought our chances against renegades were
It rains for a moment, and everything starts to corrode.
the infected won't listen to your excuses.
I don't know. Have you been carrying
Hello, I'm from the Carriers Guild. I have a letter for Barry.
Mom? Mommy! It's a letter from Dad!
Careful. Don't tear the letter when you open it.
I won't, Mom. I swear.
Bless you, Carrier. You made my son's day.
You can't be trusted. You sure?
I have a letter for you.
Finally.
I'm sorry, sir. I brought the letter as soon as it was given to me.
I'm not upset with you. It's my son. Weeks without hearing from him. Thought he was dead. No concern for his father. I'm thankful for you, Carrier. At least now I know my idiot son is still alive.
Hey, Driscoll. Job's done. All packages delivered safely.
Well, that's what I want to hear. Come by when you can. I've got something for you. Remember, you can always take the metro to get here quicker.
Good work, Hotshot. What did you think?
All sorts of letters and recipients out there.
It's the network, like I said. You just helped expand it. Looks like your carrier material after all. Are you ready and willing to take the oath?
Really? Pilgrims aren't that formal.
Maybe that's part of your problem, Hotshot. If you want this, then you'll repeat after me.
Fine, let's do this.
I, Initiate of the Carriers Guild.
I, Initiate of the Carriers Guild.
Swear to serve all the citizens of the city equally.
Swear to serve all the citizens of the city equally.
To face any dangers and safely deliver all mail entrusted to me.
To face any dangers and safely deliver all mail entrusted to me.
I will do so with the utmost honor and integrity, in accordance with the standards of the Carriers Guild.
I will do so with the utmost honor and integrity in accordance with the standards of the Carriers Guild.
By the power granted me by the Carriers Guild, I hereby proclaim you a full member, Initiate rank. Welcome to the fold, Hotshot. Let me know when you're ready to start.
I'm ready, Driscoll. Got an assignment for me?
Well, I do, but first let me lay some carrier history on you.
Okay.
I'm a bit of a history buff, like. Did you know that the first documented postal system was in Egypt, around 2400 BC?
I did not.
Aye. It's how the pharaohs sent out decrees, creating the network. Think of the ancient tradition you're upholding just by delivering a piece of mail.
I will. I promise.
See that you do, Hotshot. Now deliver this message. It's marked urgent, so I'm only sending you out with this one. Now don't get distracted.
It'll get where it needs to go.
It's a baby carrier. So much for this being an elite group. Pilgrim? Fuck that shit.
What's your problem?
You better not become my problem. For all we know, you could be the next Derek waiting to happen.
The next who? What the hell are you talking about?
Never you mind, baby carrier. Just keep your nose clean around here. And I'll be watching you.
Great. Then you can watch me flip you the bird.
Oh, great. Baby carrier's a comedian, too. This place is going to shit.
Coming from you, I guess I'm just upholding your legacy.
That's just Jack. Ignore him, compañero.
It doesn't look like he's gonna let me ignore him.
Tranquilo. His bark is worse than his, chew? Is that the word? Me llamo Jaime, by the way. Being a carrier is dangerous. We're a small group, and we rely on each other. So, you're a pilgrim. Good. You've seen and done things. Sometimes, los novatos get people killed.
Aiden, did this Derek get someone killed?
Luckily, no. Derek was just plain loco, an adrenaline junkie. We all take this seriously, but he was obsessed. In a way, you had to admire his dedication, even if he was fanatical.
So what happened?
Left the other carriers with tough deliveries in the lurch.
What became of him?
Booted out on his ass. No room for a Scarface in the Carriers Guild, amigo. Recipe for death and disaster.
Let me guess. Jack led the campaign against Derek.
And he was very effective, amigo.
I'm sure he was.
If something pisses Matt off, he'll close Carnage Hall down.
Inhibitor container detected. Inhibitor container nearby.
Carriers Guild here. I have a message.
I wasn't expecting anything. Oh my.
What's wrong?
A client of mine is concerned about her unborn child. She's feeling some pain, so I'd better go and check on her. I'm a midwife, you see.
Couldn't her husband have come to get you?
Lord, no. She's in hiding from him. You see, the baby's not his. What he'd do if he found her. You can't tell a soul. You mustn't.
I see. The secret's safe with me.
Thank you. Now, excuse me, I must gather my things.
Finished.
Well done, Hotshot. Your first delivery was a success.
Did I do the Pharaoh proud?
Funny. If by Pharaoh you mean me, then I approve. Now come back when you're ready for more. They're not all going to be that easy.
I'm back for more.
That's the spirit! And before I send you on your next run, I have another history lesson for you. This time, I'm gonna take you farther back to Mesopotamia, like 9,500 years ago, when writing itself was invented.
Writing? Wow.
Expressly for the sake of deliveries, no less. People used to order goods by sending out clay tokens. Each one had notches carved in them to show how many items they wanted.
So I'd send you a clay token with 3 notches, and you'd send me 3 items, like fish or hats.
Aye, something like that. It's what started everything we do. Everything the Carriers Guild is about.
Oh, I guess we're not just messengers after all.
No. Now take this box where it needs to go. It's fragile, so be careful.
package for you.
What's my brother sent this time? Oh, very funny, Angelo.
What is it?
A clock. A busted one.
Yeah, I was careful.
You did fine, son. He sent it busted. His little joke.
I don't get it.
My brother Angelo is a cynic. I'm 84. He's the baby of the family at just a year younger. So he sends a busted clock. Who needs a clock these days? Especially at our age. What is time anymore? Do you even know what day it is, precisely?
But, not really.
Right. It's just the next day after the day before. And that's how it'll go till we die.
And that's funny?
Okay, so Angelo won't be headlining any comedy club soon, if there were any. But this old man finds him amusing. Thank you, son.
Looks like you've got another notch on your clay token, hotshot.
That was an eccentric old man.
Flavio? Aye. Well, he and his brother are quite a pair. Old as dirt. Probably pre-Mesopotamian. Not everyone out there is that entertaining, though. You'll see. Well, that is if you want to keep at it. Come back when you're ready for another delivery.
What do you have for me this time, Professor?
Professor? Ha! You're catching on. Nice one. Today is Envelope Day. Humanity's been using envelopes since before the Egyptians made them out of papyrus. But it was the Chinese who invented paper envelopes at the suggestion of some smart guy who realized that papyrus, silk, and other materials were too darned expensive. Maybe that's why they were called cheapo. 'Cause that guy was a cheapo.
That's the reason.
All right, hotshot. Lesson time's over. I've got some envelopes that need to go to different places.
You can count on me. What are you doing?
A few days ago, I thought I saw a bird of prey in the sky. It was bigger than a kestrel, more like a sparrowhawk. It's been bothering me. After all, nothing lives here. At least nothing should. So many chemicals here, can't even find rats.
That's true.
So I dug up my old bird call tapes, and I'm trying to lure it back.
And how's that going?
Poorly. Either I hallucinated, or it's playing hard to get.
Maybe you're not speaking its language.
I am. Sparrowhawks are hardwired to respond to the call of another male encroaching on his territory.
How do you know so much about this?
I'm a bird watcher. Or at least I was, back when there were more birds alive than just crows.
So, What, you spied on birds?
Watch them. I mean, maybe there is a bit of voyeurism in it. Birds are fascinating.
What are you gonna do?
I could try one more trick, but I can't do it alone. I'd like to play the calls from a very high place, without anyone around, even myself.
Do you have any particular very high place in mind?
The radio tower. This may sound crazy, but if you could do this, it might draw him out and I could observe from here with my binoculars.
Makes sense.
You think so? Can you help me with this?
I can't promise anything.
Of course, but if you do decide to help, take this tape recorder. It will definitely come in handy. By the way, I'm Adrian.
I'm Aiden. I'll get in touch.
You can't be trusted.
Birds of prey are wary creatures.
I'm from the Carriers Guild.
Did our parents send you?
Who is it?
Shh, baby. How did you find us?
That's what the Carriers Guild does, but no one else knows. Not even whoever sent that letter.
It's from your parents. And my dad, too.
What did they say?
To come home. That they forgive us. That we can work this out.
Let's go, Mickey. I don't want to hide anymore. I want to go home.
It could be a trap, baby. A trick to get us to come back and then separate us once and for all.
Please, Mickey. I can't live like this. I miss my mom.
But I love you, baby. I don't want them getting between us again.
But, Mickey!
I'm gonna leave you kids to it. Good luck. A letter for you, sir.
I'm sure it wasn't easy to get here.
Doesn't have to be easy. I just do my job.
Well, I sure am thankful for you and the Carriers Guild. Here's a little something extra.
Oh, that's not necessary.
Nonsense. Take it with my thanks.
Welcome back, hotshot. I've got news for you.
What now, Professor? You gonna tell me that because the Chinese invented paper, they invented the paper cut too? I already figured that out.
Are you going to keep being a smart arse, or are you going to listen? As of this delivery, you've been promoted from initiate to regular member of the Carriers Guild. You deserve it, Hotshot. Keep it up, and you'll earn another rank in no time.
I have to say, Driscoll, I enjoy the work.
Well, that's good to hear. Because with higher rank comes higher privileges. You now have access to the guild lockers hidden around the city. We stock them full of useful supplies, so you don't have to come back here to top up. Take this key and look for our mark. Like it or not, you're one of us now, Hotshot.
I do like it, Professor. Thank you.
My good man. I hate to see you leave here empty-handed, but that's the best I can do today. Nothing personal, Hotshot, but there's no work today. Seems half my carriers are idle right now. Looking for deliveries? Nah. The wells run dry right now. Nothing personal, Hotshot, but there's no work today. Seems half my carriers are idle right now. There's nothing. Nada. Zip. I appreciate the enthusiasm, Hotshot, but there's no work for you at the moment. I appreciate the enthusiasm, Hotshot, but there's no work for you at the moment. There's nothing. Nada. Zip. Looking for deliveries? Nah.
There's a nest here.
There are abandoned nests all over the place.
But there are eggs in it.
That's impossible. What are their colors?
White, with dots.
Brown dots?
That's right.
How many are there? 6?
5.
Sparrowhawk! Oh, Ethan, I love you! If nature is returning to the city, it means the air is getting cleaner. The amount of chemical particulates in the air is going down. Get away from the nest at once!
But what about the tape recorder?
No self-respecting birdwatcher would disturb a nesting bird. Let's hope the young hatch.
Yeah, they're probably safe here.
I think so. Thank you, Aiden. This is really a great day for me.
I'm glad I could help.
But there ain't no path to the top of that guy, no way.
Juan's always envied Jack's ability to get the men to do whatever he tells them to do.
Get moving.
Sure.
Inhibitor container nearby. Inhibitor container detected.
Hi, Aiden. Nice to see you. Welcome, Aiden.
Hi. Do we know each other?
You could say that. Been here and there, heard this and that. You can do amazing stuff. Almost like Kyle Crane.
Kyle Crane. A friend of mine mentioned that name once. Who is he?
You mean, who was he? Kyle was a hero. He was going to save Haran. But sometimes, even the greatest heroes stumble. And don't get up again. But the fact we're talking now, it's essentially thanks to him. Let's focus on the bright side of the situation.
What else have you heard about me?
Quite a lot. You see, each action you perform affects the people around you. Your every decision has an impact on this world. Ever heard of the so-called butterfly effect?
I'm a pilgrim. Not much I haven't heard of.
I like talking to smart people. As you know, the butterfly effect refers to how slight parameter deviations result in enormous changes in the entire system.
Who are you exactly?
Codename Liquidator. From the B613 region.
How did you get in here? Are you a Night Runner?
I'm not, although I have always appreciated them. They were the good spirits of Villador. They did their best to rebuild the city, until the carnage of the VNC tower stopped them. So many died, or went into hiding, or broke down completely.
Like Frank?
Yes. Poor Frank. Everything got ruined so suddenly. Just like humanity under the epidemic. But Aiden, always try to be positive about the world. A piece of advice, if you will. It's going to be easier for you this way. I am looking at you right now, and I am filled with hope about how this story will end.
What are you even doing here?
I came here from the LDPD looking for a fugitive, just like Max Walker did from the TEC.
A fugitive? Here?
Yes. I'm looking for a wanted criminal, a certain Margarita Connor.
Can I help you in some way?
No thanks, I can handle it. I always do.
I see. But I'll be honest with you, this is quite an unusual meeting.
Unusual? And it could be usual.
It's time for me to go. Look after yourself.
Time. Yes. I've already forgotten about that variable. Quasi and Sick must be waiting for me now.
Who?
Other LDPD officers. Goodbye, Aiden.
Goodbye, what's your name?
Cayetan. Call me Cayetan. That code name, the Liquidator, sounds weird when spoken out loud. And there, I've left something for you.
And how did that get... Wait, what the...